start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And it's Rozier missing.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job. Kyle Lowry with a beautiful setup.
Bucks trail by 9. Antetokounmpo dishes to Monroe. Feeds it to Parker. From 6 away, and it's in off the backboard. Parker's got his first points in this one.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Now Fernandez. He's coming off a 22-point game against Atlanta.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge. A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Here's Rozier. And Monroe kicks to Parker and stolen by Patterson. Here's Powell. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists in the game. And now here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best teams from three-point land a year ago. 5th, the Raptors.
Their long-range shooting last year was nothing short of spectacular. I mean,
And the Bucks with some changes. John Henson's checked in for Monroe. Hill comes in for Parker. And it's Joe Ingles in for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Hey.
Bucks trail by 11. To the inside. Vaughn can't get it to go.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Here is Fernandez. He's got 9. Shot off the screen. Again, Toronto.
They're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. That won't get it.
Not at all, Park. You rarely see a team surrender points this easily. They have got to do better.
And so it's Milwaukee now. Vaughn, the pass to Rozier. Hill against Ilyasova. Just 5 on the clock. Passes it to Vaughn. Here's Ingles. Rebound by the Raptors.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Henson the pass to Vaughn. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Joseph dishes to Fernandez. Fires the 3. And Henson pulls it down. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Joe Ingles at the line for 2.
That one misses. Three-pointer Fernandez. That misses. Would have kind of. And we heard from John Henson before the game. A player on the rise. He feels he still has a lot to prove. Well, it sounds like he still feels like he has something to prove, Greg, but Seems to me he's already known for being that kind of guy.
Yeah, it's a great point. Anybody who plays against him knows he looks plenty strong when you're banging with him. But if he needs to push and motivate himself by playing with a chip on his shoulder, well, a lot of guys have gone a long, long way in this league using that method.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And, guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor for the Raptors. Fernandez in at the 3. Corey Joseph is out there with Lowry. And there's Bismack Biyombo. And it's Ilyasova in at the 4 slot. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hawks just played phenomenal. He finished with 22 points, and that was just part of the story. He came away with a double-double for his troubles in that one. He seemed to be everywhere on the floor the entire time and really was the star of the show, Kevin.
All right, thanks so much, Doris. What a great report, and what a jaw-dropping performance that was, guys.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I mean, he's given himself a hard act to follow here tonight.
You know what? But as good as he was, it's hard to think there won't be at least some sort of carryover effect, guys. I mean, he still has to be riding pretty high.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Valanciunas, who's checked in for Ilyasova. And it's Powell in for Joseph. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Monroe's checked in. Outside Lowry. Kicks it to Fernandez. Tries it from the top of the key. Again, Toronto. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Raptors.
Boy, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Parker kicks to Antetokounmpo. 7-foot shot. The shot will not go. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand.
Dropping bombs. How many more threes are we going to see from him tonight?
Well, we've already seen plenty. I mean, he's got more points from outside the arc than inside of it so far.
Monroe. That one off the back iron and out. Toronto leading by 18. Ball stolen. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's Rose. Look at that.
And with that speed, once he took off, the D just had no chance of getting back.
Well, I think they did the right thing. I mean, just give up the 2 points and move forward. Hey,
that'll do it for the first half. Raptors lead by 15.
Thanks, Kev. Coach Casey, you head into halftime with a bit of a...
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
And what a game for the monster. He's got 19 points and just an amazing performance from downtown.
He is pouring it in from 3, guys. You know how much I love to see guys knocking down buckets.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. The dynamite pair of Antetokounmpo and Parker at forward. Then it's Greg Monroe, and it's Ingles in at the shooting guard position. And he makes both free throws. Toronto leading by 13. They set the screen. Lowry passes to Valanciunas. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. Valanciunas has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Screen by Monroe. The baseline J. Ingles can't get it to go. Toronto's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%, 7 of 13 on threes.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
The drive by Monroe. Powell pulls it in.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Fernandez from outside. And again, Toronto with the triple.
This is a nice third quarter surge here. They've got it going right now.
And a perfect time to get hot, just as we get into the meat of the second half here.
It's stolen by Valanciunas. Trying his luck deep. And it's Fernandez missing.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Dishes it to Antetokounmpo. To the middle. Here's Parker. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Here's Parker. Shot to stop the run. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. For Milwaukee, they have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line. No good on that one. Luis Scola. He's checked in for Jabari Parker. Good on the second free throw. For the Milwaukee Bucks, they come in off the loss to Utah.
And I really felt in watching that game that they needed to abandon the three-point shot. It wasn't there. The percentage was horrific, but yet they continue to try and knock them down.
And I really think that's what did them in. I mean, sometimes it's just not there for you on the perimeter, and you can't try to shoot yourself out of a bad shooting night from outside.
But they'll get another chance. And he gets it to go.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Here's Fernandez. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. The Raptors have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this one. And the Raptors with some changes. Biyombo checks in for Patrick Patterson. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Powell. Milwaukee also making some changes. Hill comes in for Greg Monroe. And it's Vaughn in for Antetokounmpo. Screen by Valanciunas. Fernandez dishes to Biyombo. And Fernandez gives to Valanciunas. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And just 72% from the line a season ago. Not the greatest of numbers, but there are guys who are far worse off when it comes to free throws.
Como
I
Estes.
think it's clear he's gotten better in that department since last season. I mean, he looks a lot more comfortable at the line now, and he's getting...
Suck my dick.
getting better results.
And the first one drops.
Some good play from Valanciunas in this one. He's got 8 points and a couple of great-looking rejections. So far, 2 blocks.
Yeah, you know, he's had a great feel for their ball movement down low and for where to be when the shot's going up.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
And let's take a look at Kyle Lowry's numbers. Last year, getting it done. Per game. 9 assists and 4 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
DeMarre Carroll's checked in for Valanciunas. Fernandez, the pass to Biyombo. Joseph dishes to Fernandez. Shot clock at 6. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Here's Carroll. The shot no good. And Milwaukee the other way now. Pass to Vaughn. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. To the wing right side. Screen by Scola. The pass to Vaughn. The shot. And the shot is long. Here's Toronto. They're on a 16-3 run right now. Lowry kicks to Fernandez. They set the pick. And again, Toronto no luck.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
And the basket by Hill.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
Toronto's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Lowry dishes to Fernandez. And 1:01 left here in the third quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Lowry. He sinks the 11-footer. Lowry's got 6.
And the efficiency is there, but the aggressiveness is really lacking. So far, it hasn't hurt them, though.
Pass to Vaughn. Screen by Scola. The dish to Ingles. He kicks to Scola. Takes a shot at the elbow. Toronto grabs the miss. Fernandez has got 4 rebounds in this game. You've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, as cool as can be, Clark. Great focus and efficiency. That's how they built this lead.
First one falls for him. And the Raptors with some changes. Ilyasova, he's checked in for DeMarre Carroll. And it's Ross in for Kyle Lowry. Henson's checked in for Milwaukee. Parker comes in for Joe Ingles. And Fernandez drops them both.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Henson with the screen. Passes it to Rozier. Here's Vaughn, covered by Biyombo. Parker passes to Hill. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Hill's got his second bucket of the night. With 1 on the clock, shot misses. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. The Raptors out in front, ending the third quarter on a 20-7 run. We'll be back shortly live from the Air Canada Centre in downtown Toronto.
You are good.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Bairstow. DeMarre Carroll comes in for Ilyasova. And the Monsters subbed in for Powell. Fernandez in at shooting guard. DeMarre Carroll is out there with Patrick Patterson. Then it's Terrence Ross. And it's Norris in at the 1 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Here is Fernandez. Antetokounmpo defending. Patterson, the screen. Goes up off the pick. And slam dunk by Fernandez.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there.
To the left side wing. Patterson, the screen. To the paint. Tries from 10, and the Raptors tack on 2 more.
Boy, can he finish in the paint. That's one thing we know he's good at.
Outside, Antetokounmpo, and that one's good.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Norris, the pass to Fernandez. Patterson, a screen on Antetokounmpo, stolen by Monroe, and up the court come the Bucks on the break, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Now, that was an incredible reverse throwdown right there. Tremendous body control.
I'd even go as far to say, Clark, that was a punctuation dunk. Huh?
I can feel that.
Sending a message.
How about, guys, that's one of those dunks that you probably want in your career highlight reel. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Raptors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far. They've won 2 straight.
Yep, but 2 more to go before the end of the season, and they'll obviously be very confident heading into those 2 games.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for the Monster. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in, and if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Scola, a screen on Ross. Here's Vasquez. No good. Some solid defense from Fernandez. Ross kicks to Fernandez. Misses off the left iron. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah,
That's all me.
Yeah, completely
That's all me.
a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And he makes the first but misses the second. Here's Toronto. He feeds it to Ilyasova. Carroll dishes to Fernandez. On the top of the key. Can't get it to fall. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. And the outcome of this one...